Hi guys, my name's Jordan Suckley and I've been asked to do a few production videos. The first one we're going to do today is using Sylenth, and it's how to make a rolling tech trance bass line where you achieve that by holding down just one note, and it can make an actual sound like it's got triplets, like as in 3 notes between each kick. Okay, and how that's achieved is you use Sylenth's arpeggiator and step sequencer to make that rolling kind of sound that you find in a Umar Özkan or Simon Patterson style track. Let's have a quick listen and see what it sounds like. So as I say, it's a very basic sound, so I wouldn't use this sound by itself in a track. If I was going to use it myself, I'd actually layer it up with a few other sounds as well to beef it up and make it a little bit more prominent. Now basically you can make this bass line by using just one oscillator in Sylenth. So it's a jump straight in there and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, let's open up a new track there, open up Sylenth. Now the first thing you do is go to menu and in its preset. Now that'll reset all the settings on the actual page as well. Now the first thing to do is just go to oscillator 1 and drop it down by 1 octave. Okay, now remove the retrig and get rid of the stereo because you want it to be down the center. Keep it on saw wave there. Okay, now go to filter A, take off the top end, put a little bit of drive on there as well. Drop the cutoff down a little bit. Now next go to filter control, which is just below that. Put the warm drive on. Put the cutoff down to about say 11 o'clock. Now the next thing is go to Modulation Envelope 1. Put that onto cutoff A. So that's just going to be dealing with all this side of the page here. Put that to about 3 o'clock. Put a little bit of decay onto that as well. Let's have a quick listen now. So at the moment it hasn't really got much character. So the next thing to do is go to arpeggiator. Okay, now to make it have the triplet sound, you go to 16ths. Okay, it's important there, so put time onto 16ths, then put the gate all the way around. Let's have a quick listen now. Okay, so that's pretty much there now. One thing to do as well is to play with the cutoff on filter A and filter control, because that controls how thick or how much of the filter you want open on the actual sound, so you can do it for like a build up of a track, open up the filter and then drop it back down again. That for example. Now another important thing to do as well to add some distortion onto that. Make sure you don't have too much though. Have a good listen. Now another thing you can do as well is you go to MISC 1, step velocity, and put it onto volume A. Now put that to about 3 o'clock there. I'll take the volume off oscillator 1. Let's have a listen now. It sounds like it's side chaining a little bit more now, so that's a good way to add that effect on there as well. Now another thing you can do as well is add a bit of chorus onto the bass line. That'll thicken it up a little bit. Let's have a listen. Now as I say, this is just using one oscillator at the moment, but you can obviously add some other oscillators in there to change the sound. So you could have like a square on there, for example. So you can just, what I would say is just experiment with putting the different waveforms on there, seeing what sound you can come out with. The thing you can do, if you want to experiment a little bit more with the arpeggiator and step sequencer in Sylenth, is where you can make it sound like the actual bass line, rather than staying on one level, it actually rises up a note or down a note. And the way to achieve that is go back into the arpeggiator section, put the mode onto step, and the velocity onto step as well. Then next move down to wraps and put that onto 8. Okay, then you can just move up or down any of these however you feel, but let's have a try this one here. That up to 12 and that up to 12. Let's have a quick listen now. So as you can hear, it sounds like it's going up an octave every couple of beats, and it's just an extra thing you can do to make your bass lines a little bit more unique. So I hope those have helped you guys. Okay, now the next video is going to include how to make a nice trance lead. So if you click subscribe on the YouTube channel here, you'll be able to see that one.